thing.
I'm gonna get you out of here. I know you're busy, but I just got a few more questions for you.
You got it.
A little bit more entertaining. But you talked about earlier. You talked about your humbling experience with Carone in college, which led to you being sold to me when we first met. But did you have that moment when you got to the NFL where did you have which guys did you lean on? Because I went back and checked the roster of guys you played with. Champ Bailey, Hall of Famer. John Lynch, Hall of Famer. Dre Bly was a steward.
Pro Bowl,
Was a Pro Bowler. Was there a moment? Do you remember a moment when you had that aha moment? It's like, damn, I'm a kid amongst grown men.
So I mean, I had the opposite experience, honestly, where it's like when I got drafted the third round, I had people over the house, so it was supposed to be a celebration, but it wasn't a celebration for me. Like everyone else was happy, but I was like, now work starts. Like now, and so then I got to Denver and was like. It was like college all over again, except I wasn't dumb enough to try to fight somebody in the locker room. But I was like, I'm going to fight on this field every day. And Jerry Rice, we brought in Jerry Rice that year. He ended up not making the team. And we brought him in. And I remember early on in training camp, I was like, I looked up Jerry Rice when I was a kid. I watched him. Yeah, he was the man. And I was lined up across from him. And I was like, I'm going to give this old man the blues. Right. And I gave that old man the blues. Yes. So it was like an opposite of welcome to the NFL moment. Where I was like, and it was during one-on-ones. And I remember everyone being crowded around. My parents came out and they're watching practice. And I remember everyone was crowded around and all the like fans were there like, oh, Jerry Rice is here. Jerry Rice is here. Man, jam that dude into next week. And he ended up retiring later on in training camp. I think he wasn't going to make the team after 20 years of like being the best receiver in the history of the game. So like, I'm by no means am I saying that I'm better than Jerry Rice. No,
what you're saying.
40-year-old Jerry Rice, I was going to give him the blues, and I did.
What I'm hearing is, and what you're saying is you retired Jerry Rice from the Denver Broncos, from the NFL, pretty much. That's a hell of a way to welcome yourself to the National Football League. No, that's great.
The moment that you're talking about was just like doing anything next to Champ. Like he was there. So like I looked up to him. We were still pretty good friends and we were great friends back then. But he would do stuff. And it's like you hear about like Michael Jordan or something. Where he would look around or I think Barry Bonds is one of those examples where he tried to become a hitting coach and he couldn't be a hitting coach because because people couldn't do the stuff that he could do. And I would try to like model my game after Champ because he's the best in football. He's right here. And I realized pretty quickly, it's a waste of time. Like I can't. Like my body can't do those things and my brain does not work as fast as his. Like I just can't. I need to find somebody else. I need to find a different way to play because the way that I'm gonna play is not gonna be the way he plays.
Right. Wow. I've heard only one other player talk like that, and that was Mike Adams, aka Pops. I played with him probably more than any other player throughout my 11 years in the National Football League. And guess who he talked about having that moment with was Champ Bailey.
Yeah.
So there must be a common thread to these Hall of Famers and guys that what was it? Was it his hips? Was it like the?
It was that he could do everything. And he was also big. Like he was like 6'1", 190, and also was as quick as like a slot receiver. And as fast as like a speedster, like he could do it all. And it also in his, I hesitate to say that it was like instinct because that suggests that it wasn't about study or anything, but like he was smart.
Right.
And like I remember my rookie year, he had 8 or 10 interceptions. And so imagine this. He's starting at corner on one side and a third round drafted rookie starting at the corner on the other side. I got work. And so I played well. I had a great rookie season, but I was getting that work. They would throw at him 3 times a game. This boy somehow managed to end up with 10 interceptions. And like, it just was.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen. Mathematically, that shouldn't happen. Yeah,
it was just incredible. And And I think that you would, just because he had uncommon athleticism, you would think that you were open and you weren't.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so like I'd be watching film on him and like he would jam somebody to the line of scrimmage and I'm thinking, all right, so all I got to do is move my feet laterally. Then I go try to do it, but I can't do it that quickly. Like I can't.
Right.
So yeah, that's what it boiled down to.
Yeah, that makes sense.